This morning, because of the size of the brush piles that we have behind us, we had 5 or 6 guys that came out here, and we've got a couple of grass trucks, and then we have an engine out here that these guys will maintain. As they're out here, they'll maintain a constant observation and make sure that these fires go nowhere that we don't want them to burn. The fires burn extremely hot because of the amount of fuel. And so it's very important that we have people that are there watching them all the time. And as fires begin to burn down, it seems there's more and more embers that begin to fly. And that's always a problem if you don't pay attention to those things. And so again, I have people here this morning that are out watching in different locations, making sure this fire goes nowhere that we don't want it to be at. Fall is normally a time of year when people like to get out and burn leaves and get rid of some debris around their house. And currently, it's been very wet year. We've had a lot of rain this year, and if you look around, you'll notice that everywhere you look, grass is tall, and so it's critical to make sure that we take care of this kind of stuff and make sure that grass is kept short. It's crucial. When people have wildfires, it's crucial that the grass be short because it makes it that much more difficult to put out whenever it's tall grass. And so if people, especially this time of year in the fall, if they will keep their grass mown down, just in the event that something does happen, it makes it much simpler for the fire department to come and put those fires out. Our goal at the fire department is to be as good as we can possibly be to provide safety for our citizens. We do a huge amount of training every day. We have more people that attend classes and conferences to become the best they can possibly be for our citizens. Our people can be approached at all times. We can have people come to our station if they'd like to do tours. We'd like to have advance notice that they're coming. They can always call our stations. But we would love to have people come and look at our equipment, look at our stations, and just meet our people. Meet our firefighters and find out who they are and what their feelings are as far as trying to protect the citizens of our city. And of course, in October during Fire Prevention Week, we have our Shawnee Fire Department Clown program that goes into each one of the schools here in our city, and we actually have opportunity to go outside the city and do a couple of schools. And this is one of the things that fire department does. We don't just go out and put out fires. We try and make sure that we can do a number of things that provide safety for our citizens. And as an organization, that's what we want. We want our people to be safe. After the May 19th tornado, there were huge amounts of trees that were destroyed, and through a cooperation of FEMA, the City of Shawnee, and our District 3 and 1 leaders in Pottawatomie County, we had those folks just move their debris to the roadside. And then we had, the City of Shawnee had crews that came by and picked that debris up and moved it to this location. And then we could take care of it in a safe manner and make sure that it was disposed of properly. So that's why we're here this morning, eliminating these brush piles from people that had debris from the storms back in May. We're at a good time to burn. The wind is a little bit more than what we liked this morning, but fortunately the direction that it's going, we have everything burning toward the lake. So if by chance embers were to get away, it would go to the lake and not any further. That is something that people should always think about if they're doing any kind of fire at all, is where the embers will go, how far they may go, just by chance that some fire gets away from them. And as you can see in the background, the closest fire to us actually was not a prescribed burn. But we're just letting it burn because there's some stuff there that actually needs to go. If we had not been here watching and making sure that the fire didn't get away from us, it's a very good likelihood that this fire could have just gone ahead and gotten away. And that's one thing that we want people to realize, is it's very important to have someone observing the fire at all times if you're going to do any kind of burn at all. in the spring, people like to do spring cleaning. They like to make sure their place looks good for the rest of the year. And unfortunately, a lot of those times, people will get out and try and do some burning, and they may start a fire and think, oh, it's down pretty good, so I'm going to go do this or I'm going to go do that, and I'll come back and check on it. And unfortunately, a lot of those times when they do that is when those fires get away and they end up destroying property. House fires, we've had a number of grass fires over the last couple of years, and I think some of them were because of that reason. It was dry and grass was taller and people neglected to pay attention to what they needed to be doing.